He's Jeff King. I'm Andy Erickson. This is not another shooting show. We go to Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, where authorities say a man was rushed to a hospital after he accidentally shot himself early Wednesday. The incident happened around 6:20 a.m. near Morgan Road and Reno Avenue. Police told Coco 5 TV News that the man was holding a gun when it went off and hit him on the back of his legs. The man is expected to be okay, according to police. The accidental shooting prompted several officers to respond to the area. Authorities said there's no threat to the public. There's no threat to the public means a dummy shot himself and he's an idiot. Stupid. Idiot.
So he shot himself in the back of the leg?
Back of the legs, yes.
So are we thinking like stuff gun into back of pants?
Yeah, I don't know. This is my favorite part of this part of the show is trying to guess and read between the lines of the shitty description we get.
Yeah.
Incomplete description. I have no idea.
Because this feels like a shot himself in the back of the head 3 times type of story. But he could have been just holding it behind him, like kind of trying to hide it from somebody. Like he was like he's fucking around with a gun, and then it's like, oh shit. Yeah, that like you see cops do it sometimes where they'll like draw the gun but put it behind their butt to like, oh, I don't have my gun out yet.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess I've never seen actual cops do that. I've seen TV cops do that.
That's true.
Yeah.
I feel like active self-protection. It happened in a video on active self-protection, and so that's why because I remember them discussing it.
Yeah. Anyway, shot himself in the back of the leg. Well, Happy New Year, Jeff. And happy I'm off the board, and I'm so happy.
Yay.
Yes, yesterday was the first day of the rest of my life where I am no longer beholden to any of that stuff anymore. And I'm glad it's off my plate.
Yep.
So glad. I was getting messages too. I got one that's it was just a text message out of nowhere that said 14 hours to go. that was on Wednesday. 14 hours to go. I was like, yeah. Thanks, Kevin. Yeah, it was it was a good day. I was sending I sent Jim a gif of Andy Dufresne after he escaped from prison, looking up at the sky with his arms out. And then of course I watched the Shawshank Redemption right after I thought to send him that today. And it's freedom. So yeah, now that's all someone else's problem. So before we get to the ad, one of the things that would be in the ad would be that, hey, Great Plains section. It actually opened today as we're recording it. You're getting a very fresh episode for this one because we literally just recorded last night. We've worked ahead over the holidays, and now we're doing one here tonight. I think that's probably all we're doing. I might have to go to work in the morning, even though I'm supposed to have it off. But Great Plains section open for registration. And as you know, as he should be, he's fast. Ben Eggleston was the first one to get signed up. So congratulations, Ben, for being the first paid shooter to sign up for Great Plains. First paid non-staff shooter. Not the first paid because there was actually Kian. He's on the admin for our practice score. So when he tried to register, I sent him the pre-registration code to get in early, and that also bypasses payment. But he's an admin. So when he went to the link to register, there was no option for the pre-registration code because he's an admin. So it made him pay. There was a payment thing at the bottom instead of that being gone. And so then he paid for it, but he's never worked it before. So he wasn't quite sure how it worked. And I was like, why did you pay for it? He's like, I don't know. It made me, but I couldn't put in a code. And then he texted back. He actually figured out before I did that I think because I'm an admin. I was like, oh, yeah, I forgot you're an admin because he ran a PCSL match at my club last fall. So that would be why. Yeah, so we had, as of this recording, 90 spots have already been taken for Great Plains, so it's filling up pretty quick. including staff. There's 100 and some. I don't know. I did open a few more slots this year just to give it a little more breathing room. We'll see if we need them all. Total of 220 slots, which is 40 more than normal, but I don't know if we'll need them or not, but I figured, hey, why not? We'll try and open up some more slots. So, yeah, Great Plains is open. But Jeff thinks that not all matches need to open on January 1st like mine did today, and historically has since the second year we've had it here.
Yeah, didn't Area 3 also open up? Or
no.
Is that February? I can't.
No. The date for that has not been officially announced as far as I know. Although I didn't look. Maybe it was announced today.
Yeah.
Because I gave Keith the access to it yesterday, so I don't know if he posted.
Or sorry. I keep referring to Area 3. I meant the...
the Rushmore State Championship.
Rushmore State Championship. That's
no, that was just an announce. That was a save the date.
Oh, okay.
You have to read the words that are on the post.
Do you hear the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Yeah, words mean things.
That's a lie. So it's one of those things that it's gotten better recently, but
it was bad. It was really bad.
It was really bad for the first few years that we were shooting, where January 1st, you needed to basically sign up for, I mean, depending on how many matches you shot, but I remember I think I signed up for 6 or 8 matches in one day. It was like obscene because you're just getting off your,
Yeah, you just spent a bunch of money for the holidays.
Yeah, and now it's like, okay, cool. Now go pay for Iowa section in September on January 1st. And you're like, get fucked.
The problem is if it's a match that always sells out, you kind of have to. Most of the matches around here, they don't sell out immediately. They sell well. Like, if you want to get on the squad with the people you want to get on, that's really the main impetus for signing up right away and getting your slot. But no, I don't completely disagree with you. I opened registration the same day I always have, but our match is in May.
Right.
So, it was in May. It's June 6th. It's 6/7. June 6th and 7th. You. I had that pointed out to me by someone on Instagram today or yesterday, and I laughed. I had not noticed that it was the 6th and 7th. 6/7. I
will fight whoever pointed that out to you.
Gundork on Instagram pointed that out.
Okay, Gundork, we now have beef. Fight on site. It's a running thing in my gym. I fucking despise that joke.
It doesn't mean anything.
I know. That's
what my kids say.
Yeah, that's what pisses me off even more.
Hey, do you know what number that in Band of Brothers, what Dick Winters, the number he was wearing on D-Day?
Yep.
6/7.
I did see that one, and
that made me laugh really hard when I saw that.
It hurt my soul. But it creates the question of, like you said, your match is in May. So
normally it's in June this year, but early June.
So it's early June. It's normally in May. 6 months out. What, like?
Yeah, more like 5 months out. Like 6 months from now is July 1st.
Yeah, I guess. Anyways, as a major match director, when do bills need to start getting paid? Like, when do you need to start swiping the credit card?
Some of them can be paid now. Like, I could rent my golf carts and pay for those now.
Would it save you any money?
No.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be. The first money that actually has to get spent. Well, let me rephrase. It could be now a newer match or.
That's a different conversation.
It is
Area 3 last year. When I say Area 3, I'm going to be referring to the Area 3 we shot in Rapid.
Yeah.
When we shot Area 3. It was their first time putting on a major. They had to build a lot of shit. There was a lot going into a first time match going out. So they needed capital. I completely understand it and support it. like my club, our major is going live February 1st, and we have everything. I'm 90% sure we have everything, and if we don't have it, the club credit card can pay for it till match fees start coming.
Yeah.
So it's a question of like when does the match like need the money, and like because okay. Let's start with that question.
Let me put it this way. I will start spending money. We will have to build. We have a lot of walls that are old. We're going to end up rebuilding or replacing probably about half our walls.
Yeah.
I also want to just rip the Band-Aid off and do it all at once, because I want to build our walls more like how Bruce built his out there. And lots of other clubs do this too. I know they do it down in Kansas at Mill Creek, where there's a wall section that is 7 feet 8 inches wide, or pardon me, it'd be 7 feet 9 inches wide, and then two 2x2s on either end, each of which are 1.5 inches long. Now you have an 8-foot wall, and then if the legs get shot up, you just replace the leg, and there's less damage on the edge of the wall. Ours fall apart because we never built ours that way. We also built 8-foot 3-inch walls. Most of our walls are 8 feet 3 inches because it's already 8 feet. We don't need to cut that off. Oh, wait.
Right. So
some of our classifiers, it never occurred to me until this year, were technically not legal. Ah! Most of the time, 3 fucking inches ain't going to make a difference anyway.
That's what she said.
Yes! We're back. Oh, it's good when we take time off from recording sessions, because then it's, oh, man, I'm better at setting Jeff up with dick jokes. We're going to have to rebuild a lot of stuff.
Set up that dick.
But my club also has money. This is not a big deal for my club. So the main question is, when do we have to spend money? We have to spend money starting probably in April, around April 1st. Ordering the jerseys for staff is a pretty big expense. Not a huge one, but it's a pretty decent sized one. And that's also like when I'm going to reserve the tent, and I got to prepay for that, and some of that other stuff, the golf carts.
And how much do you keep? So, because I remember talking to Bruce about this after Area 3, is how much do you keep in reserve for withdrawals?
Well, how much do we not spend for withdrawals?
Yeah, do you keep a certain amount of funding?
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Like in terms of the budget itself.
Yeah.
My goal every year for the match, in addition to rebuilding walls and buying a few props, our match budget basically just, my goal is to have $1,500 left over as payment to the club.
Okay.
Out of the match budget. That's basically how I run the match budget. Is I try to get close to that $1,500 mark. Of we're in the black, $1,500. I don't really have to think hard about that because we have a bank account. So
right, you have the reserve capital.
The reserve is already there. We don't have that many withdrawals anyway, and a lot of times, with the exception of 24, it has been all but sold out. So it's not a huge concern. If it was my first time putting on a major and like the bank account was at $100 before we opened registration, like whatever you put up of your own money to just get it started, then I'd be looking real close at that.
Right.
That's different.
So that was kind of one of the
You bring up a good point. Like, did I really need to open registration on January 1st? No. I mostly did it out of tradition and that's when Great Plains
don't fuck with tradition.
That's when Great Plains has gone on sale, and I feel like people are used to that. And even if they didn't see social media posts or anything, there's matches that go on sale New Year's Day. Great Plains. Oh yeah, I've shot that before. That one's going on sale today.
Right.
Like that's the number one reason why I've just left it January 1st.
Yeah, and that makes sense for sure.
And like Area 3 last year in Rapid City, the match was at the end of September. Registration I think opened March 1st for that.
Right.
So it was basically 6 months and change out. So I think 6 months is reasonable. 5 to 6 months is a reasonable lead time because you have to know people are actually coming.
Yeah, it is hard.
Even though I'm not
plan.
afraid we're not going to sell, I want to know.
Yeah. What? Okay, to completely change it just a little bit. Would you ever if it's sold out? Let's say Great Plains sold out in a week. Like you got a 20-person wait list. Would you ever expand the match based off of how quickly it's sold?
I kind of already did this year by 40 slots.
Yep.
Traditionally, it was a 180 slot main day match plus whatever room there was in staff day. I have an extra. If you go look at registration, there is one squad that is all reserved on Saturday on staff day. That's basically just if it really sells out and there's people who want to shoot Saturday and we got enough staff to go over there and work that, then okay, we'll do it. There's no guarantee I'm opening up that squad on Saturday, though. That's why it's all blocked off and reserved. I just have it there as a backup. I don't even think that's the weird thing with practice score is your slot count has nothing to do with your squad matrix. Like the squad scheduling, when you set up schedule and squatting, that has zero to do with available slots. They're two completely separate things.
That's weird.
I know. So that's why it's also weird to deal with withdrawals, because if somebody withdraws from the match and you refund them and withdraw them, their spot is still gone from the slot count until you delete them.
Oh, that's annoying.
It is a little annoying, yeah. But, yeah. So would I expand it a lot, like 20-person wait list? Well, 20-person is not that much. Now, I know if there's a 20-person wait list, that means there's probably more people than that who would sign up if there was room. But at the same time, I don't think I would be able to get the staff to do a 3-day level 3. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It becomes that question is can you get the staff to shoot on Friday?
Yeah, because
Saturday.
We'd
Sunday?
have to have a whole. Basically, we'd have to sell out a whole second day to pay for. Well, we wouldn't have to sell out a whole second day. We wouldn't need that, but it would need just a. And I would also want to compensate staff better than we currently do. So, if they had to be there for 2 days. In addition to shooting, taking a day off of work and shooting if they want to shoot the match,
Right.
So probably not drastically. The only expansion would happen within the current schedule of 2 days.
Okay.
But never say never. But yeah, that's how I'd roll with it. Anyway, anything else you want to bitch about matches opening on January 1st?
No, I just wanted to say, hey, spread them out just like a little bit, please.
What else did open today? Do you know?
I know one guy said like Ipsic Nats might have opened. Because that's what, like for those of you who have not been around since the Stone Age, it used to be that like multiple nationals, multiple area and section matches all opened on January 1st, and you were like, fuck, I've got to have this all planned out. And I have to have like $2,000 just waiting for match fees. And you're like, shit.
I looked up matches on Practice Score, and there's a match happening near me that I can't wait to tell you about after the paywall.
Excellent.
It's, whoa. I don't know anything about it. I need to send a text message to somebody and go, what's going on here? What's this thing happening? Oh man, that's interesting. Yeah. it's just I wish there was like I wish Practice Score had a major match going on sale today. You know, like you could sort by the registration opening date.
It's again one of those limits of Practice Score. Yeah, that it would be nice to be able to sort by that and sort by it goes on sale this day. So but it takes place at this time and yeah.
By the way, the Ankeny Ikes matches, they have like 40 matches all lined up. They're not all. Wait a minute. Are they all? God damn this fucking website and its map. God. Yeah, because they have a match a week there.
Yep.
At Iowa. So anyway, there's that. I also royally fucked up signing up for a match. That's coming to patreon.com/notanothershootingshow. It's only $3.57 a month. We had a couple guys pay more than the $3.57. So thank you. Leon is one I can think of. Another guy gave us an extra like a $10 one-time thing. That was kind of cool.
Thanks, bud.
Thanks, bud. Patreon.com/notanothershootingshow. If you accidentally paid more than $3.57 a month plus tax for your local region, you did it on the app and Apple screwed you. So always go to a browser and go to patreon.com/notanothershootingshow and try to avoid paying through the app if you're on an iPhone. If you're on Android, it's fine, I think. Also, we already mentioned Great Plains. That's been beat to death. Northwoods is open. Let's see. We're missing the other ones because this is the Patreon episode. But patreon.com/notanothershootingshow. It's only $3.57 a month.
We're doing it live.
We already mentioned Great Plains. That's been beat to death. Northwoods is open. Let's see. We're missing the other ones because this is the Patreon episode. But patreon.com/notanothershootingshow. It's only $3.57 a month.
We're doing it live.